Okay, so row echelon form, okay, is where you have your main diagonal. The main diagonal is ones, and then you have zeros underneath it, okay? And then for our 3 by 3, we're going to have these spaces, all right? So, and what we made you do was do all of those row operations on a 2 by 2 until you got it to where you could solve for the variable, right? But 3 by 3 would take forever. So you go to your matrix. Whoops, helps if you hit the right one. And go to math. Were you good about how to do it in the calculator? Yes, no, yes? Okay. You scroll down to REF for reduced echelon form, row echelon form. It also tells you on that green cheat sheet I gave you. Okay, so REF, and then you add or enter in your matrix. And so for this one, I have a -4, -5, -1, and 18. And then I have a -2, a -5, a -2, and 12, and a -2, 5, 2, and 4. Okay, and I get all these yucky little decimals, and so I'm going to just hit math and enter to put it into a fraction. Okay, are you guys good on all those steps? Yes? Okay, so that means that 1, -2, 1/3, -2/3, 5/4, 1/4, and -9/2. Okay? Which, if I put it back into a system of equation, that means I would have 1x plus 5/4y plus 1/4 z is equal to -9/2. Do you agree with that part? Everybody with me? Because from this row? Okay, and then from the second row, I have 0x, I have 1y, and I have 1/3 z equal to -2/3. And then my last one, I have z is equal to -2. Okay? Everybody good on that part? Carter, are you good on that part? Okay, because now I know, because I'm looking for x, y, and z, I know z is -2. I go up one equation, and so now I have y plus 1/3 times -2 is equal to -2/3. And now I can solve -2/3. I can solve for y. And when I add 2/3, that means y is just equal to 0. Good? What's the last step then? If I know y and I know z, how am I going to find x? Plug it into, well, I got to plug it into the first one because I don't have any x's in there. So if I plug into all of those, that gives me x. What's 0 times 5/4? 0. And then I have, 1/4 times -2. So I have x minus 2/4, or I should say 1/2, equals -9/2. So when I add 1/2 to each side, x is equal to -8/2, and so x is equal to -4. Okay, better? What steps or what part are you stuck on? Any of it? Speak now. Because the skills quiz starts tomorrow.
There's another group one.
Okay. All right. Then let's look at our, remember day 1? Okay. We just did the row echelon form. Okay? Because your main diagonal were 1s. And your zeros below it, or the numbers below it, were zeros. Because this was your x, your y, and your z, right? Okay. Reduced row echelon form is the most beautiful thing of all of them. Because if you think this is x, y, and z, look what happens. Reduced row means that all your diagonals are 1s, and everything above and below are zeros. Okay? So if you do it down here, rewrite this part of the equation. Here, let's scoot that in so you can see a little better. Maybe adjust so you can read better. Okay, let's put that back into a system of equations. If I have 0x, 0y, what's this very last equation then going to be?
1z equals 1.
Yep, so z equals 1. What's my middle row going to be?
Y equals -1.
And then my first row?
X equals 1.
Do you have a solution? Okay, so whereas on just the row, whoops, now I need to back up, sorry. On the row echelon, you have to go through solving back up to find your y and your x. On reduced row echelon, you don't have to. It does it all so that that's just your answer. Okay? Now, do you think I'm going to make you do row matrix operations to turn all, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 9 spots into 1s and 0s? I'm not that mean. So, here's how you do it on your calculator. All right, and if you don't remember, again on the cheat sheet, it will tell you, it tells you on here how to do it, okay? So, let's see if we did these numbers right. I know we did because I have the answer. So, go to whoops, not there. Go to matrix. Go to math. We scrolled down before for REF. What does REF stand for? Row echelon form, okay? REF, row echelon form, or REF. We do
Reduced row echelon form is part
would
of
be
REF.
one more down below it, RREF. Okay, hit your enter, and then you just go about doing your matrix like anything. Let's see, let's do number 4 from before. So we had 4, 4, 1, 24, 2, -4, 0, 5, -4, 5, and 12. All right, and there's my answer. What's Z? 0. What's Y? Do you see that? Everybody? Yeah, 2. And what's X going to be? 4. Okay. Make sense? Okay. For your skill quiz tomorrow, today, the rest of the day is going to be a work day. Okay? And so it's going to look very much like what you're going to be doing on your skills quiz tomorrow or on your group task. Okay? You're going to solve it to reduced row form. So how many that means you only have to have the zeros and ones below, like you were doing 2 days ago, I think, okay? Using your matrix operations, and they're only 2 by 2, so you only have to do 2 numbers. All right? You have to do that on the skill quiz. This one, these 2, you do REF, you have to do that one. And then the back ones are using RREF. Okay? And you have to do a matrix operations where I give you an actual operation in the code. Okay? That's what's on it. And we'll start it. So today, you have the rest of the class time to work on this. Make sure you're good on what you're doing. Calculator, using your notes, asking questions, whatever you need. Then we'll go over the answers and all that good stuff tomorrow, and then you can start it and then finish it on Wednesday. Okay? Good? Questions? Concerns? Comments? Cares in the world?